It's Wednesday. It's the Rundown. It's brought to you by Absolut Vodka. They got a limited edition Absolut America bottle just in time for the 4th of July. Liz, you were talking trash about America like 5 seconds
I was not
ago.
talking trash about
what's
America.
gonna happen there?
You were talking trash about Mexico.
Whoa.
And to which I said, hey, how's America doing?
Well, that's talking
But
trash
you're
to America.
American.
Very unpatriotic on this
I am
4th of
American.
July.
I can say
Also,
that because
I
I,
wa-
play both sides here.
Hold on. You know what? I wasn't talking trash about Mexico.
Yeah,
I stated
you
a fact.
talk trash about
They-
Mexico
they-
multiple
Well,
They
we'll
lo-
get into
yeah,
it.
we'll
Let me
get
do
into
the
it.
rest of this because we got to talk about our 4th of July plans. Tomorrow, I am zipping over to Nantucket, and I will be there for the 4th of July, as well as hopefully all of July. Maybe come back for these guys, Pup Punk, in 2 weeks. Very close to selling. I think a new video that just dropped.
Yep.
I've seen it. It's hilarious.
Yep.
The 69 Things video, smash hit, smash video, could go platinum.
Hit after hit after hit.
Hit after, honestly though.
Yeah.
Honestly, hit after hit after
yes.
hit.
Hit after hit after hit.
Legit.
and
Are
they
you
do-
making an appearance?
Undecided, because as I mentioned, I am jetting to Nantucket tomorrow.
You should come in from the clouds like Owen Hart.
Yeah. That's what
There's
we said.
been
They
rumors
hoist
about
you and drop
rise
you
pages,
into the...
but I'm not like no one's asked me to do it, so I'm not going to do it.
Dave, will you do Rise Pages?
No, you're
Rise?
not in Pup Punk.
Oh.
I think Buddha Ben has to ask me
Well,
to
I
do
feel
it.
like Frankie more or less asked you when we were on the
I've
radio.
been asked to do multiple songs.
He hasn't. Are you doing
Well,
it?
you're doing the national anthem.
That was
No,
kind
I'm not
of
doing the national
like a
anthem.
big humble brag. I've been
No,
I've been
I
asked to
have.
do multiple
This is-
songs.
Sorry,
I have
Dave.
a selection of songs that have been asked.
National
No,
anthem?
no, I'm not doing national. I think we might either do Drink Pain or Electric Avenue. So actually only 2. So I guess I've
Drink
asked.
Pay
to
is
do
not
2
available on
songs.
Spotify.
But
no
only
big deal.
one.
Speaking of
Yes, it
America,
I know that. That's what I just said. It is
Yeah,
available on
all right.
Spotify. I was giving you a compliment.
Thank you. I'm on edge
I mean,
because
I
you're like
might-
coming at America today.
my
little on
problem
edge.
would be if I do this song, I'd steal the show because
and
I know-
everyone, yeah,
and I bring in Tico.
all the women would be loving you.
Imagine
yeah.
Tico dropping fuck Kevin
Imagine
Clancy.
both of you coming down
I
from
know.
in a fuck swing,
But
coming down from the rafters.
She plays Numbers Never Lie, Places in Flames.
But I thought we would decided that it would be an encore because.
Well, no,
you-
that's the
you-
thing.
You couldn't do it
That's
to start.
the thing. Pup
Like, yeah,
Punk's
where do
like,
you
we
put
want
it?
you to open,
Yeah.
and I don't open for anything.
Yeah, right. Because then everyone leaves.
Well, how are you going to start a concert with
right.
that?
Right.
It would have to be like people are chanting encore and you come out of like.
That's what I said.
The
Do the
smoke.
first encore, and then
you
they
do
come.
the encore.
Yeah.
You
No,
end the
but there's
show.
multiple
Yeah,
encores.
just-
Yeah. No, I agree. I was saying that they should just do what they should do is they should do a set, and then the middle should be like a cut like yours. I can do Drink Paint. Francis can do a song, and then their second set. So
Right.
it doesn't really
I can't open. I'm
take
not
away
open.
from
I'm
everything.
opening for Frankie Burley.
because it's
no
a pop
chance.
punk concert.
No, and Francis is opening anyways.
I didn't know that.
Pop
Yeah,
punk's gonna be awesome.
He's doing
though.
stand up and stuff. And
Oh. The limited edition Absolute America bottle is hand painted with the red, white, and blue so we can support America the Beautiful this summer. Absolute will also donate $1 from now through September 3rd for every shared photo showing how people are partying using Absolute America. So use the hashtag Absolute America and hashtag promotion. What are we donating a dollar to?
America.
Just America.
Someone. Yeah,
Just America.
Merca.
Okay.
it's not bad.
Get those bottles.
bad.
Be American.
That's what it is. Keep America beautiful. So
And what
maybe
is
the
that?
national
They-
parks
they,
or
like,
something.
clean up?
Yeah, the national parks.
Oh, I'm doing my
wonderful.
part. I'm in for the second time. I'm in the Nantucket Trashin' Show. You like dress as trash
yeah,
and
I
whatnot?
remember that. You're walking around like a dog.
Yeah, they played Who Let the Dog Out. It was
What?
a low point.
It was.
So they asked me to do it. They do a trashing show in Nantucket. It's like a fashion show to keep trash off the island. And they asked me last second to do it. And they threw me in some like trash outfit. And I didn't get to pick my song. Was Who Let the Dogs Out. So I went on my hands and knees and was
It was
All
before.
fours?
It was before Dave had like real money.
yeah, I was just like going down. Sold out crowd. It was something.
Man of the people.
I don't know if that footage exists.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
So they've asked me back for the trashing show. So I'm all about keeping America clean.
Would you do that now?
No, you gotta do Blue Steel.
I gotta do something. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what
you
my
wouldn't get
song-
on your hands and knees.
Well, they'd have to let me pick my. I don't
Yeah.
didn't get I need a routine. There was a lot of people there.
You know what you should do is you should just wear, for your trashing show, you should just wear like shirts from our competitors.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Light them on fire.
Yeah.
One of your old pals is now has taken over
Fluffy
somebody
hair.
else's. Yeah. Somebody else's
Good
t-shirt
old
collection.
fluffy
just
hair.
saying.
So Mexico.
Nice shoes today, Dave. Very, very dainty.
Oh, I like them.
if someone else wore those shoes, you'd have a field day on us. That's a fact.
I mean, you definitely have
Riggs,
on the
where's
most
Riggs?
feminine
These
footwear
are
out
like-
of the three
Riggs,
of us,
come here.
but I like them.
They're boat
Riggs,
shoes,
come here.
basically.
Come here real quick. Imagine if you wore these shoes on the rundown.
What's that?
Just imagine if you wore these shoes on the rundown.
Which ones?
The ones that are David
You
wearing.
can't see. He's looking at them, all of them at once.
Insulting him is not going to get a
You was
better
lashing
answer
out
of him.
because Dan brought me in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'd roast me for that.
Yeah, roast.
Yeah,
like
roast.
End of the,
Absolute
end of the
roasting.
world roast.
Definitely.
I just noticed them. End of the world roast if one of us
You
wore
did.
those
like,
shoes.
they're like
Ooh, yacht.
basically like just boat shoes.
I think it's the
Yacht-
buckle that really.
They're. I mean, don't look these up because it's gonna be like Dave's spending too much money on shoes. So please don't look up this brand, the Yacht Fratelli Rossetti. Don't look that up.
Definitely don't.
Sounds Italian. Don't look it up.
Yeah, no, you'd roast me.
Yeah, we would be roasted.
Yeah, no, it'd be ugly.
Rossetti.
Be a
Do not
barbecue.
look these up. But they
already
have
roasted
like, it almost looks
No
like
free
they have
ads.
like turf on the inside. They keep the sweat. So whatever. They're just they're my equivalent of like Sperry's.
They're the rich man's
Which you also wear.
No, I've
No.
kind of graduated past
Yeah.
those two Italians.
Weren't you wearing them the other day?
Yeah, I was.
He used to wear Sperry's, then his dad got a job. Come on.
Then what?
Then your dad got a job.
Sperry's to me just remind me of you were literally stealing candy from that kid, and you look frumpy. That's
That
the
was
Sperry.
now that was fucked up.
Yo, you look a little fucking.
You know what? You know what?
Don't
I
show
knew it. I knew
You
it.
look like
That's you
fucking,
can't
People-
bring up that
You look
picture.
like fucking
that's
Kermit
that's
today,
the
Liz.
definition of a ricochet
Well, you know
shot.
what?
That picture.
People are saying I look like Luigi,
Tom,
and I don't
you're
mind
gonna have
that,
to make sure this picture gets in the
correlation.
No,
rundown now.
were you shaking your head? Yes, Tommy.
No, I'm picture I'm putting is how much these shoes are.
How much?
There he is. There's
should I
Team
say?
Portnoy.
No, we don't.
No, we don't need to. I'll say it's not $344 or $342, but it could be somewhere in between. That. But I won't say how much.
But
Got it.
we won't
Those
say.
are probably on sale too. So Mexico advanced by getting their asses kicked.
It was embarrassing. It was
Smoked.
embarrassing. Yeah.
Embarrassed. And Mexico's
good.
acting like they're playing well. You got this
We
South
were
Korean
playing
guy
well.
in the village of Mexico. They're throwing him up. They're like he's on one of those.
As
like-
they should.
Koreans had to save your ass.
Today, 100% yes.
So, well,
That's
you
okay.
didn't even know what the hell was going on because you're like, we're already in.
I sent you the article though that
No, you
said.
didn't. You sent me a quote with no context.
But that's what the article said. It literally said Mexico advances.
Where was that from?
It was from the Daily something or other. Not the Daily Mail, but it was I don't remember what it was from.
Yeah, clearly.
But
not
it did
present.
say
Liz
that
was in
there-
denial during the game. She was like, "It's not fair. We won
Well,
two
it's
of our
not that
games.
we were
Like,
the
don't
only we
advance."
were the only team in Group F stepping into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you
that
lose,
was-
Yeah, but when
and
you
everyone
lose-
is
I
2-1.
understand that, but
Yeah.
but we won.
sure.
Everyone would have been 2-1.
Right.
We were undefeated heading into
Right,
this
but
game.
everyone
Right,
would have.
but you understand.
Soccer rules are silly.
No,
But everybody
everyone
was
would have been
2-1.
2-1.
That doesn't matter.
not
When you
fair.
step into the third game,
It's not fair.
Well, you got your ass kicked.
especially because it would have been Germany and we beat Germany, so really it should go to, well, we beat Germany,
That's
so
why
That
you're
actually I
advanced.
agree with.
so even if we had the same record,
Okay.
we beat them. So
I'm gonna
that, I mean,
agree
that's
with you.
how,
Yeah, but
that's
no,
what we
but
do
you
in the
can't
NFL.
do that because then it's like.
Then it's head to head, head to head.
Well, yeah, everyone has that.
Yeah, because they all
same
would have had the
thing.
same amount.
Right.
Yeah, that's
But we
my
did
dumb
it-
brain there.
Liz, I'm going to ask you a question, and we got in trouble last time with the Womp Womp, so I don't want to go too much.
Yeah.
But as a Mexican woman, were you embarrassed celebrating so much when you guys got killed?
No, we moved on.
Dan?
I think you just have to, like, it's a muted celebration. I think you're happy, you move on, but you did get your ass kicked.
I will
in a
say-
much,
Sure.
in a, in
Well,
a
I
game that
wasn't,
you should.
and
I
I
will say
blogged
that's
about
not
it.
a-
I
that's
at
not
no
Mexican,
point.
That's a soccer thing.
Right,
They
that's-
just go nuts.
that's
But that
true.
was as close to a must win as you could get because Germany was like
Not even a
minus
must win. It
700.
was a must tie. We would have tied.
Right, but the
We
fact
would've-
that Germany lost was a shocker to Korea. So yeah, I think you just kind of be like, okay, let's move on.
You
We'll just stop
But
talking.
I-
you
but I
backed
haven't
in-
been-
You backed into the playoffs.
But even
basically.
like in my blog, I wasn't like celebrating, like, oh, we had this great. It's just how wonderful we're moving
I
on.
feel like you
Thank
were.
you,
I
South
came
Korea.
in, you had like literally pounds of Mexican food
Yeah, a lot
around
of
you.
queso.
You're in, like
but
wrapped
that
in your
happened.
flag.
That happened because PFT and I both like the same queso place, and I went in and asked them, "I'm going to order. Do you want some?" And that exploded to,
Does-
"I want some too. Everybody wants
Does
some."
PFT know that you consider him Mexican?
Oh, I told him
Well,
about it.
wearing a
He's
Sweden-
down
he's
for
wearing a
it.
Sweden jersey today. So.
Literally, she's like, if
Yeah.
Mexico makes it to the finals, I want to go to the World Cup. I'm like, all right, that actually could be interesting. Who would you go? She's like, well, PFT's basically
Logic.
Mexican.
You speak Spanish?
He
Yeah.
speaks Spanish. He spent a lot of time in Texas.
That's
Wonder
He
if
knows
that.
he
There
knows a
it
good
is.
amount about soccer. I feel like I talked to him about it. He was like, absolutely, let's do
All
it.
right. Well, so there it is.
Reasoning.
Hey, PFT, is he there? PFT, did you know that Liz volunteered you to go to Russia with her if Mexico
Yeah.
makes it to the final game?
Yeah, I came into the office this morning and Liz filled me in on that.
All right, because yesterday she basically just said you were Mexican. I'm like, why? She's like, well,
I
he lives in
didn't
Texas.
say he was Mexican.
Liz said that I'm Mexican because we spent some time in Texas together.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly.
but I was there
because,
too.
and because
To be
you speak
fair, it was
Spanish,
close to
and
Mexico.
because
Yeah.
and because you lived in Texas for 9 years, which Austin, you know,
So there you go. If
Mexico
Mexico,
goes
Am I
to
an
the
honorary
finals.
Mexican?
what?
Are you saying I'm an honorary
Yeah.
he is
Mexican?
wearing a
that's exactly
Swedish
what I'm
shirt.
saying. Well, I mean, the shirt is not a good look for my argument at the moment, but
Not quite.
but he was
All right.
pretty excited about it.
I was happy that I like Mexico. I like watching Mexican soccer team. I like their chicharito.
Okay,
Little P.
So there it is.
And Jorge Campos is my favorite player. growing
Oh,
up.
So there it
it's
is.
deep cut.
now an analyst, yeah.
If Russia, if Mexico makes it to the final game, Liz and PFT will go to St. Petersburg or whatever it is.
Okay.
All right, we have a speeding senator. I like this guy a lot. So he's gotten 14 tickets from New York in a school zone 14 times. He's been caught going too fast. So today he went in front of, or recently in front of Congress, and he proposed just to get rid of all the cameras. That is a power move.
100%.
And by the way, it makes a little sense. He said he wants to put them in stop signs and traffic lights because I
Saves
guess
money.
the thesis, and it's like, if there's nothing to stop you from going fast, you just keep getting busted. Like if you have to stop, traffic lights. My dad, you put a speed bump, my dad goes over a speed bump, I would say it takes him, no joke, 18 minutes. He goes so slow.
Sweet. So this guy basically did the Marshall Henderson, like I was doing a social experiment, that I've
Yes.
gotten this many tickets and it hasn't slowed me down. Literally.
Yes,
That's genius.
It's
Yes.
just government money being wasted on these cameras.
yes, that's what he said. This rundown is brought to you by WordPress, wordpress.com/barstool. You get 15% off a new website. You don't need experience setting it up. WordPress guides you step by step. Hey, I did it myself, so you
Yeah,
know
you
it's
did.
not that hard. They take care of the technical stuff. Their custom support team available 24/7, Monday through Friday. Starts at just $4 a month. Come see why 28% of all sites in the universe run on WordPress. Magic Johnson is threatening to step down from the Lakers if they don't get a big name free agent.
Listen, I told the fans we got 2 summers. There's 2 great classes coming out, right? This summer and then next summer. And so then if I fail, I shouldn't be in this position, right? And so I look forward to staying disciplined. If we can sign somebody this summer, we'll do that. And if it doesn't happen, we got to turn to next summer. And so we've been saying that all along. You can't just put everything in one class. You just can't do that.
I guess twofold. Will they?
Yes.
And will he step down? You say yes, they are.
Yes,
Who they
and
getting,
no,
you
he
think?
won't. He said 2019, so he's giving himself 2 years.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
So 2 years to get a free agent. I think they're going to get. I mean, Paul George. Like, there was a lot of tweets going around last night that seemed like LeBron was going to LA.
Did you watch any of the Paul George thing yesterday?
I read the
not.
transcript.
I watched the beginning of it, and I tweeted he's got to be going back to Oklahoma, the way he's talking about Oklahoma. Like,
Oh, but did you see that
What did he
SI
say?
got their hands on the Lakers made a video for Paul George, and they got their hands on a transcript of it, and it's like very at the heartstring because he grew up in LA.
well, then he's going to look like a jackass from the part I saw, because when he's talked about leaving Indiana to go to Oklahoma, and they showed how they welcomed him. He's like, the owner did everything. All they care about winning, playing with Westbrook. They had like a parade for him. The entire family was like, they rolled out the red carpet. They did everything right. We owe everything to Oklahoma City. So
wow.
to me, it would be weird to put that in and then be like, peace out.
I do think LeBron's going. If Paul George or Kawhi goes to the Lakers, he'll go to the Lakers.
Yeah, I always thought LeBron, the Lakers, to me,
He won't go by himself though.
egomaniac.
He will
in
not
LA.
go by himself.
No, I agree. But
I mean, it makes complete sense, especially with the fact that his son, if he's going to play high school, like it makes
Son
sense.
can't even dunk.
he Not even close, actually.
13-year-old
close.
can't
People,
dunk.
people,
13 can't dunk.
people still on me for that, Tommy. Oh, lay off a 13-year-old. Well, don't have your
Well,
dad put him on an Instagram
yeah.
channel with 1 million because he sucks.
Or
Being celebrated
or
for not
throw
dunking.
down the dunk.
Or finish.
Yeah. Finish at the rack.
Or don't. Tommy watched that and he thought that he saw the celebration. He thought the dunk went in.
Yeah, so you guys were talking about the other day. I
That
was like, what are
would've
they
been
talking
a
about?
really
I thought
Like,
that
what
went
is
in.
Dave
Tommy.
talking about?
That would have been a really bad call by you.
Well,
Like,
yeah, I mean, I would have
why?
had a better angle if I was calling.
Yeah.
So let's not even
Worse
go
than
there.
the Shirley voice.
Okay. Next topic.
There was a big gay fight in San Francisco at the parade. Like 15 women going at it. A lot of funny gay guy reaction. The crowd watching. The best part of the story was how it started. If you read the article, somebody was like, one woman asked, I think her name is Kalisa. She's like performing, singing, and so they said, "Is Kalisa still on stage?" And the woman answered, "Yes, she's still on, bitch." And then it just turned into World War III. That's literally how it started.
It was a scary fight.
Yeah,
I would
going
not
at
want
it.
to be in the middle of that. I don't think, well, here's a sad fact. Lesbians have never really been too fond of me. I don't
You
know.
mean they don't find you attractive? or
No,
they
like
just
they're
don't
not,
you as a
no,
person?
right. Like they're just not
You're
very
off-putting?
nice to me, maybe.
Is that lesbians or everyone?
No, just lesbian. Well,
Okay.
maybe you. Would you categorize yourself in the same group as
No,
lesbians?
I'm just
Maybe, I
wondering.
don't.
Like, is it like a these
Lesbians in the
Gay.
comments
specific
section.
people don't like me, or is it?
Gay gentlemen really like you. You're such a dick. This
Why-
is
wait,
why
no,
you
so
weren't
what-
invited.
what
Why
happened
you weren't invited to Russia.
I'm asking the important question. So wait, what has gotten you to that point?
I don't know. I've met a lot of lesbians in my life, and none of them have ever
Really?
really taken to me. Gay men
Interesting.
really, I enjoy them, and they really enjoy me.
Interesting.
Lesbians just
Lesbians in the comments section.
Interesting.
don't. Yeah.
Interesting.
Vote.
Yeah, that
Point,
was so
yeah.
good. I had to
Point.
say
Yeah,
it again,
two
Tom.
Venn the two circles, and they
Comment
overlap
section.
in Liz hate.
Well played, Dave.
Comment section lesbians and sometimes Dan.
By the way, did you notice there was the one laugh out loud funny was the Jeff Van Gundy chick? She was just getting dragged. She was holding on to someone's arms, and just like you always get one of those in one of those fights. It's so funny.
That's one of the best clips of all,
All
time,
time.
man.
All
Gundy.
time.
It's almost shocking he's outlived that to a degree.
Yeah,
Like he can be taken seriously.
Yeah, you could go around on the streets,
Almost.
maybe not in New York, but like any other city, and be like Jeff Van Gundy, and they'll just say, "Yeah, announcer," not like,
Right.
"Hey, he tried to get in a scrum and just got dragged around." Was it Alonzo Mourning's leg?
Not the best.
What I think it was more.
I think it was Mourning.
Maradona.
Ragdolled.
This happened yesterday. We put a bunch of shirts on sale because Fluffy Hair put a bunch on sale. So after Argentina's win, he went nuts, double bird, then he passed out. Did he have a heart attack? Was he on coke? Did he just play 90 minutes and leave it out on the line? I tend to think he just left it out on the line.
Well, the best is you saw the EMT, you saw that he like looked dead, and then the prognosis came back. He said he hurt his neck. Like he's gonna just show up with a neck brace like you with the punts. He's like he was pretty much
Sometimes
dead.
accidents just
Yeah,
happen,
he just
you know?
got like a little.
I mean,
know,
he was
slept
going
the wrong
crazy.
way.
It was a big goal.
Yeah.
Left it all. That's how fans should. That's what I expect. It's like you just leave it out on the line, you die at the end, and then you got to rejuvenate and come back.
That shows me you really want to win.
Yeah.
Double bird salute was fantastic.
Great. We have that on a shirt. Legend. I didn't put this on. I have a blog written. Did you watch the College World Series last night?
I missed it last night.
Arkansas's fans are awesome.
Yeah.
It's
Did
like
you make it through a game?
Oh yeah. It finally had no window. It was like an SEC football game. I mean, they were going crazy.
Yeah. And they lost because of that one guy, right?
They won.
Heimlich? No, Oregon State lost because of Heimlich, which is
Hit a bad start.
still a very wild story.
That story, I'm starting. So for people who don't know, the Oregon State pitcher accused of sexual abuse when he was 16, pled guilty. 15.
13 or 15.
15, I think.
15.
With a 6-year-old?
His niece.
I think it was like they allegedly over a couple years. Like when
So-
she was like 4 to 6 and he was like 13
So
to
he
15.
pled guilty. The story came out. He's now saying he was just told to plead guilty. He wasn't drafted. He's the best pitcher in
Yeah,
college
Kansas
baseball.
City was actually saying like they might take a shot.
Yeah. I actually, without knowing anything, I'm actually starting to lean. I just don't know how Oregon State could trot him out there and his teammates could be friends unless they've heard his side and believe
Right.
him. So there's part of me that thinks maybe he's getting a bad rap, but I really have no idea.
a
None
wild
of the families
story.
has spoken
Yeah.
out. But
Well, we read some of the details, didn't we, in between when we were doing radio once, and it did not.
It's just
did
very
not
vague.
look good.
You know what also doesn't
very
help
vague.
him? He's got a very recognizable name. It's Heimlich.
Yeah.
Like that sticks with you.
Yeah.
So it's
It's a very convoluted. It's a weird dynamic because usually major league teams they'll put murder. They'll do
Right,
anything.
right.
No
This
one's touching
one's-
this guy
yeah, if
yet.
this is real, I mean, it's
Oregon
very
State's
fucked
trotting him out in Game 1 of the College World Series, and he's getting cheered from. It just doesn't add up.
Because it just boils down to the fact that even if he says that, well, you pled guilty, but I didn't really do it, you still pled guilty. So that still
but,
is
I mean,
going to
they're-
hover over
yes,
you
totally,
for your career.
Totally. It's just impossible without knowing the
thing's
situation,
wild.
what's going on. Nice segue to Greg Norman looking like an absolute fucking snack in ESPN The Body.
How old is he?
63.
Wow. Shark.
Yeah.
He looked fucking awesome.
Shark.
I mean, that's the thing is like women that are 63 generally can't look as good as like a man at 63 can.
No, he looked great. I don't know if they airbrushed the shit out of that.
He
stuff.
looked
Me and Frankie
spectacular.
saw a guy on the streets of New York yesterday, and Frankie, before we got to him, he goes, "What's that guy wearing?" We thought he was wearing body armor. He was the most ripped guy I've ever seen in my life. He was huge. Frankie, remember that guy?
Just a regular shirt.
It looked like he was wearing like Batman armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. Pop Punk comes out, I guess it's out now. Watch it,
hours
great
ago.
video. I think there's about 150 tickets left. It's guaranteed to be a sell. Everyone here is not in the concert business. Like, oh, do we have to push Pop Punk, Pop Punk, Pop? No. Pop Punk is done,
So much
sold out.
buzz.
If
So
you are
much
at
buzz.
90% before those tickets are gone. They will be gone. So if you don't want to get shut out, I'll buy them today. I guarantee you there are no tickets left 2 to 3 days before the show. It's a Dave Portnoy guarantee.
Even for us, they sent an email saying you got to
Yeah.
get tickets right now if
Yes.
you want to get them.
So
Oh shit! I didn't
Yeah.
reply to that.
that is the rundown. Anything else?
Good luck to Mexico.
When do they play?
Monday.
And that's
Who do
always
they
good.
play?
Well, actually, Coley and I were talking about them, and if they play Colombia, Brazil, then we should do a little content there because he's a huge Brazil guy. He grew up with a bunch of Brazilians.
Coley's a big Brazil guy.
Yeah.
My neighbors growing up were all Brazilians, so when they won in 2002 and my whole neighborhood just exploded, I was like, I want in on this. So
Do you remember when this is the most like North End Boston thing ever? Italy won the World Cup and they paraded the streets of Boston with the World Cup and it just was a fake. Like people were going nuts for it, and then it was just not the World
fake
Cup.
as hell, yeah.
People
Yeah.
love making those fake World
Yeah.
Cup. And then I read a story that like the World Cup is like a boom for cocaine smugglers.
Oh.
Because they make all the World Cup merchandise that they ship around the world. They just put coke in all of it.
Love it.
Smart.
Yeah.
Giselle's had her daughter in Brady's kid too, and clearly in a very cute kicking a soccer ball, and that's a segue to Brady's now a commenter on our
Yeah.
Instagram.
Sure is.
Very nice. Very
Tom
nice to
Brady
see.
and David Spade.
Yep, very nice to
And
see.
Mario Lopez, huge comment.
Really?
Mario
Mario
Lopez.
Mario
Lopez.
Lopez loves the
Slater
Barstool
coming in.
Instagram.
No shit.
Loves it.
That's still like one of my favorite blogs of all time, the slatering, like shitting backwards on the toilet.
It's the best.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Slatering.
Learn something
sure.
new
You
every
know how
day.
Slater always sat
Yeah,
backwards?
backwards on the
you
chair,
do
yeah.
that while you shit.
Yes, it's called slatering.
Sounds wonderful.
That's the rundown.